Hello, this is Shar with The Real Kitchen for Real People. Thank you for checking back with me on the channel. And today we're going to discover how to make homemade scratch cornbread. And this is a recipe from my husband's grandmother. So I'm going to show you. It's quick, it's easy, and it's delicious. First, what I'm going to do is spray your pan. I'm just using a round. This is probably my grandma's pan, but it browns good. I'm going to spray that with cooking oil. Just lightly spray it. And then put about 2 caps of your olive oil in the pan. In the meantime, turn your oven on 375. Okay. Now we want to, and just ignore the rice cooking in the back. Now I want to mix the cornmeal. I use white cornmeal mix, and I always use the self-rising because it helps it to rise real pretty. But this is what I prefer, Shawnee best. But you can use whatever cornmeal you prefer. But what I'll use is 1 cup of cornmeal mix. Pretty level. Okay, and then I'll use gold medal all-purpose flour. You can use whatever type of flour you want, and I want to use about 3/4 cup of flour. Put that in there. Okay. Now I like to move my stuff out of the way since my area is limited on space, so bear with me. Okay. Okay. And I also put in about a tablespoon of sugar, and that's just to keep your mix from getting all lumpy while you're mixing. Put a dash of salt. Okay. And then you want to put 4 teaspoons of baking powder. This helps it to rise and brown. So I'm going to put 4 at a level of those. Just real quick. Okay. And then I put 1 egg. Okay, and see how that's in there. And then I'll put about 3/4 cup of milk. I always use skim milk, so you can use whatever milk you want. But about 3/4 cup. And you may have to add a little more milk as you stir. Stir it up. Okay, while you're stirring that, and you can kind of heat your oil that you have in your pan. You can bring it over here on your stove, and I'll heat it right here on top of the stove. And you need to watch it closely because it'll heat up real fast. Okay, and then while I'm mixing this, as you can see, it's kind of thick. So I want to add a little more milk. So you just kind of add it to get maybe about a cup and a half, maybe. I hardly measure anything, so I'm kind of guessing on measuring. You hear your pan pop, so you go back over here to your pan and see how your oil has heated up there. You take this oil and you also add it to your batter. Put this back over on the stove the eye is still on. And while that eye is on, to get your crunchy bottom, this is one of the tricks that they use in Alabama to get that crunchy bottom. They take little pinches of cornmeal and sprinkle it around your pan. Okay? Just a little bit. And that'll brown. Okay. And while that's browning, we want to continue to mix our batter so it'll be ready to pour in your hot pan. Okay? And it don't take long for that to brown, so you kind of got to keep an eye on it. You don't want your fire alarms going off. You need to probably turn on your burner. It's good to turn on your burners when you're cooking. Your blower, your fan blowers, just turn them on, and that way it keeps that smoke from going through your house, and it's better on your oven too. See how the mixture is? Okay. You mix that up real good. That's all it is to it. See how the texture is? Okay, now we want to go over here and turn off your fire on your eye. See how that's brown at the bottom of your pan? That's what you want. Then you just pour it in. Get all that goodie out of there. And we get more requests for this cornbread. Everybody loves it. It's simple. It's any meal complete. Okay, then I'm going to put this over here. And then what you do is take this and just kind of shake it and even it out, and then put it in the oven and cook it for about 45 minutes until it's lightly brown on the top to your desire. Some people like it a little darker, but right when it gets at a light brown, take it out and spread butter on it. But I'll show you when I come back. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back and we're getting ready to put the butter on the lightly browned cornbread. See how lightly brown that is? Okay, so what I'm doing now is just taking soft butter. Look like maybe try about a tablespoon. That's probably about a tablespoon. And just rub it around your cornbread. See how pretty that is? Okay. And so, just circle it around there real good. Spread it evenly. Okay. And now what I'll do is stick it back in the oven for another probably. Now, it took about 25 minutes to 30 minutes on the cornbread. And so now we're going to put it back in there for about 10 minutes to get it a little darker. And I'll be back. Okay, now it's been 10 minutes. We're going to take our cornbread out of the oven. And you see how pretty and brown that is? This is your final product right here. Homemade scratch cornbread. We call it Ken's cornbread. It's a cornbread from his grandmother. So I hope you enjoy the channel today. And comment with questions, or if you like it, or if you don't, and I don't think anybody would don't like it, but just feel free to email me or comment me on your opinion once you make it. I want you to make it and let me know how you like it. Okay, I'll talk to you later.